Glad you could be here. First up today at 4:30, the EPA investigating a spike in hydrogen sulfide emissions coming from New-Indy's Catawba paper mill. Regulators say it's those emissions that are responsible for that foul odor plaguing thousands of homeowners nearby. The mill is at the center of 3 different lawsuits and under federal and state orders to clean up those emissions. WCNC Charlotte's Brandon Goldner has been following this story for 5 months now. He's got more today on this odor and how it's affecting people's wallets.
It was so bad that I couldn't even speak.
When we first met Joanne Carroll via Zoom, the breast cancer survivor described how she had to escape to her Florida condo because of New-Indy's pungent hydrogen sulfide emissions.
It's very sad because we're paying taxes and we're paying HOA fees, and I can't use my home. And I have no intention of letting New-Indy kill me.
That was 3 months ago.
I went back to South Carolina, I want to say it was latter part of July, beginning of August.
And it was fine until 2 weeks in.
I was in the pool and all of a sudden my nose became so congested, my head started hurting, and I'm like, oh dear God, it's happening.
She and her husband are now back in Florida, but she says they're still feeling New-Indy's effects.
Dan, how much money would you say we spend every month to keep that house going?
It took a few seconds. Her husband needed to grab a calculator.
About $700.
About $700 a month.
We're ready to roll.
That doesn't include the gas and wear and tear for all those back and forth car trips to check on the house.
All I want to do is just go back to my house. And I want to go back and I want to enjoy it. I don't want to feel like I am a prisoner in my own home.
Where possibly the only escape
We're going to paint that room.
is to put up the for sale sign.
Working on the baseboards.
Which is what Karen Riley's family is preparing to do.
It's sad. It's heartbreaking. My kids, we don't want to pull them out.
Given the surging housing prices in the areas where the Rileys are planning to buy,
We're basically having to downsize for all of us to do this. So yeah, it's devastating.
a route Carol is seriously considering if this doesn't get better by January.
Which is killing me because I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that.
With the EPA investigating a recent spike in New-Indy's hydrogen sulfide emissions, Carol says selling may be her only escape. New-Indy wouldn't comment specifically on the financial costs to homeowners, but they pointed us to a statement they released saying that they know what's causing this recent spike in emissions and they're working on a solution, but it could take up to 180 days to implement that solution. Brandon Goldner, WCNC Charlotte.